Hello, listeners. This is Ty Vaughn, writer for Syntax and voice of Silas Caldwell. I'm thrilled to showcase our sponsors, the exceptional creative software suite, World Anvil. World Anvil is the one-stop shop for tabletop gamers, fantasy and sci-fi authors, or world-building enthusiasts who just can't wait to start getting some thoughts down. This is far from just a wiki editor. They have a number of tools and features available, including world-building templates, an RPG campaign manager, a novel writing and publishing tool, interactive map builders, timeline builders, and more. Your vast web of outlines, character plots, and family trees has a home waiting on World Anvil. Check out the full features using the link below, or by visiting worldanvil.com. Subscribe using the promo code in the description of this episode, and you'll get 51% off an annual subscription, and you'll be directly supporting the creation of TSP Network shows. Thanks in advance for checking it out.
Hello, I'm Cody Micah Carmichael, and you're about to be listening to the amazing podcast Syntax, which probably means you're smart, charming, and have great taste. And maybe you're interested in scientists discovering and doing cool things, or you'd like to be one. If that's the case, you should come check out broadlyepi.com, where I teach the science of epidemiology, programming, provide summaries of the most recent research, have some software tools available, and a lot more. If you're interested in renting a scientist, well, we have that option too. broadlyepi.com, epidemiology, broadly speaking.
Brought to you by Twin Strangers Productions.
AI is transforming customer service. It's real and it works. And with Fin, we've built the #1 AI agent for customer service. We're seeing lots of cases where it's solving up to 90% of real queries for real businesses. This includes the real-world complex stuff like issuing a refund or cancelling an order. And we also see it when Fin goes up against competitors. It's top of all the performance benchmarks, top of the G2 leaderboard, and if you're not happy, we'll refund you up to $1 million, which I think says it all. Check it out for yourself at fin.ai.
Acast powers the world's best podcasts. Here's a show that we recommend.
Hello, it's Brooke Devard from Naked Beauty. Join me each week for unfiltered discussion about beauty trends, self-care journeys, wellness tips, and the products we absolutely love and cannot get enough of. If you are a skincare obsessive and you spend 20 plus minutes on your skincare routine, this podcast is for you. Or if you're a newbie at the beginning of your skincare journey, you'll love this podcast as well because we go so much deeper than beauty. I talk to incredible and inspiring people from across industries about their relationship with beauty. You'll also hear from skincare experts. We break down lots of myths in the beauty industry. If this sounds like your thing, search for Naked Beauty on your podcast app and listen along. I hope you'll join us.
Acast helps creators launch, grow, and monetize their podcasts everywhere. Acast.com.
Escape. That was all we could hope for. Implacable was the great enemy's will, and no force could harm they who remained. Ever they hunted for us, drawn to us by our lingering allegiance to the Waygiver. We moved from place to place, but nowhere was far enough to escape their reach. Soon our hiding places would be uncovered, and there would be no place left to go. In the time that we had, we talked, debated, immersed ourselves in what was left of the old ways. Long was the labor, and long was the time to reach it. Could we save ourselves? Foolishness. Could another god save us? The changing ways were of no avail, and the great enemy's adversary, the other half in that great conflict, had fallen silent. That which was natural to us waned, and of other gods we could find little trace. There was only Ivara. Ivara, who our people considered the lesser, was our only hope of deliverance. My soul is weighed down by the grand scale of our hubris. How shall I attain the heavens, shackled as I am? We thought, because we had clung to the Waygiver, Ivara would show us mercy, nay, even a great boon, for having remained true followers, while the nations of our people fought to extinction in service to these other two. I tell you, Ilutisu, it was not so, and is not so. My body and memory will shortly belong to the sea, and so, without fear, I tell you, blessed child, Ivara is no friend. With my mouth I praised them, and with my works I lifted them up. Nevertheless, it is my desire that you would never speak with Ivara, nor ever call upon them again. My master showed me how to speak fair words to the Waygiver, yet I have told you their fate. Who can know what secrets have been lost, what ways will never be discovered again? Ivara delights in our confusion and our despair. Never forget this. Alas, it is my duty and my sorrow to impart what I can to the keepers after me. We may yearn desperately to remain on this world, but history is a stern master. We shall not neglect the Waygiver, lest we go extinct when some new evil finds us, now or in the distant future. I will tell you 3 lessons, and a 4th as a warning. The 4th shall come first. It is simple, and was not mine to commit. My master performed the first Nabalkutul, at least the first in many years, which led us away. Ivara took us here and there, but we sought a place far, far beyond the earth we tread. Only the stars could harbor us, could lead us away from our cursed home. It was my master who designed how it should go, who made the lock and the key, who made the great Pilsu, so that we would all go to the new world. We gathered a few of the clever, who ran to us in their hour of need, and prepared for a new world. My master was wise. I beg you to see it. Many of these things are helpful to us and have brought us here. But their mistake was made early and cost them everything, and ourselves very dearly. On that first world, that first place from our home, a grave error was made. All thought was given to securing the Pilsu, on making safe our journey, on protecting us from they who remain. Little was given to the new world, on the asking and the shaping. And that, keepers, is your warning. My master's request was too wide, too broad, too trusting. The Waygiver does not strive for your benefit, does not give you the pure desire of your heart. Ivara only gives what is asked, though you may not know it yourself. Be careful and hearken to me. Watch your words, guard your lips, and guide your tongue. My master left the details to Ivara, and that first world reaped fully half of the survivors before it fell to me to make a second Nabalkutul. My studies were to begin on that first world. Instead, I had only what I took from our home, and nothing else. Their mistake was asking for a world that would become what we wanted, what we yearned for. Do not ask for such inconstancy. Be firm, be specific. Give no room for error. Your family, your friends, all fates are bound to one moment, one asking, one Nabokutl. Fortunate am I, and so I called you Ilutisu, for I made these 3 journeys, and finally came to this paradise, and brought you forth. It will not always be so. Do not trust in having many ways and many pilsus. One misstep may bring an end to many, so I say again, watch yourselves. And now I will tell you what I can, for my way is born of darkness, having no trail, no books, no mentor to follow. There was only myself, and the desire to save what I could. Do not go dimly, as I did. Take my lessons, heed my stories. On my first Nabokutl, I asked for light and for shelter. I asked for water, for we were parched. I asked Ivara to take away our fear. And for the sun to shine upon us, nay, several suns, to banish the darkness. Oh my god. That's step 7. Three journeys to paradise. A Sra 2, and one more. Oh my god. Depth 8 is 1 breach away from the homeworld. And it's a planet of murder. They lost half.
I should be getting used to seeing a stricken expression on your face, but I must confess it's unnerving every time. What horrifying revelations have we made this time?
Finley, do you want to know? Should you know? I don't want Nico to be upset with me, seeing as that may decide my fate.
I appreciate your conscientiousness, but anything you can tell Nico, you can tell me. I'm sure I can smooth things over, even if I'm not supposed to know.
I just understand now why Nico was so upset. Whatever force or god or whatever, we were 1 breach away. Depth 9, it's the final depth. The homeworld of the Esratu.
Ah, I see. That would be alarming, you're quite right. Definitely explains all the hasty decisions the Council's making.
The Council?
We're not the decision makers around here, only the enforcers. They don't have a name. Hell, I don't even know how many there are. I just know the Council gives orders, Nico receives them, and we follow through. At any rate, that explains why they let you live, and why they let you have the book. If Vincula is 1 breach away, then we must pull out every stop. We've lived in the dark long enough.
Why do you keep saying Vincula? Doesn't it bother you that the US government is involved as well? They run the Yanis site.
You really, actually believe that, don't you?
Yes, they do.
Oh, I'm afraid not, old sausage.
What? But then who?
Look, you've been making steady progress, and you've confided in me. Do you think you could sit on this one teensy little secret? Perhaps it will illustrate how dire the times are for you.
Is this a test?
Scout's honor, I'm not trying to entrap you.
I hardly need the help, but If it's all right, go on.
I think you've surmised from our previous conversations that Richardson stole the book from us.
Yes.
That bastard's been using his all-too-deep pockets to collect the other artifacts, including dredging up the first breach, as you know. But even after your initial mishap and relocation to this Janus base, you never actually left Vincula.
What do you mean?
We have it on the best authority that there's positively no mention or trace of any government personnel assigned to your little project. Just plenty of hush money Vincula keeps flowing, and...
But Director Beckett
is a persona we've had our eyes on a few times before. He's not a government agent. He's Richardson's right hand.
There's never been any oversight. This is all the whim of some billionaire.
A mad billionaire, yes. The worst kind out of an already bad lot.
But what does he want? What could possibly be... Is it really just money?
Oh, he's making scads these days, I assure you. Vincula has become more than the opiate of the masses. They're curing everything, with only a handful of unforeseen side effects manifesting. But I think you're in a position to tell me the reason.
He keeps pushing us to find the homeworld. Through Beckett. Security reasons, they told us. But that was all a lie.
How very astute of you, if a little bit late. Oh. So, what does he want? All the way down at this 9th world.
I don't know. My whole team was eager to find out. Richardson himself never showed his face at Janus. We were thoroughly convinced this was a government project.
Better keep cracking on that translation then. The sooner we've got some solid idea, the better. That's the trouble with forgetting everything. It looks like such a splendid idea, then one person starts tugging on threads that should have been left alone, and just like that. Still worried about your friends?
Depth 8. By the sound of it, it's more deadly than all the others, by far. If Beckett found them, it won't be long.
Not to be too pragmatic about the whole thing, but if your team runs into trouble on that world, that's not too bad in the grand scheme of things. We are trying to stop them, after all. Anyone from going down there.
In some dark corner of what's left of my sanity, I half agree. But there are people very dear to me on that team.
People?
People and a person in particular.
Ah. Well, now that's a bit of rather bad luck for you. I shall hope for the best for them. Maybe just a spot of dehydration, like you. Can always bounce back from that, eh? Well, I'll leave you to it.
Hope for the best. I'll try. I'm so sorry, Cass.
Everything died so fast. Such a short time.
Too long.
We're almost there.
Why do we have to stop now?
Want to ask him?
Stop pacing.
Can't.
Cass. You're going to need that strength.
For what? Finding his corpse?
Don't argue with me.
fine.
No bugs, no darkness. Samsara's wiped clean.
And the Alka are gone.
Hopefully they got out of the way when Theta came through.
Too much death. We really burn or kill or steal everything we touch, don't we?
Us? We tried to leave no trace.
Humans.
Oh. You're not wrong.
Didn't even matter, did it? You and I can leave it be. It's only the ones who break things that will leave any kind of lasting impression.
I don't think that's true.
Why not? Gaia, the Alka, hell, our own team. We'll all be ground to dust before long.
Do you want to believe we're all thoroughly evil? Just because a few asshats ruined everything?
What difference does it make if it's ruined in the end?
The end does not invalidate the journey. If our world lasts 100 more years by treating it right, and then ends by others' mistakes, that's 100 good years and a few bad lunatics.
That's not like the Lizzie I know at all. Not Depth 7 Lizzie, anyway.
Giving up and surviving anyway put a few things into perspective. I tried not giving a fuck, and it just caused more hurt in the end. Even the people back home wouldn't let me be. In a good way. I can't win because of all of the losing, Alyx.
I guess. What do you have there?
This? Wardstone pouch. Kept a few with me, just in case.
Not a bad idea.
We'll find him.
Parts of him, maybe.
Why have you given up so easily? He wouldn't.
What makes you so sure? Aren't you hoping you finally heard the last of him?
I could never be so lucky, Cass, and you can count on that. He's boring, fragile, depressed, and damn hard to get rid of, just like the rest of us. If he has one iota of common sense, he'll sit inside the breach and wait for rescue.
If that's where he's gone.
Where else would he go?
He went through the floor, Lizzie. It's not like usual.
And that's the scariest possibility of all. What if we never find him? Not a trace. Hurry up and take your goddamn 15-minute break and help me find my partner.
Oh, fuck. Cass, enemy at 3 o'clock.
Oh, God, not now.
At ease. Like night and day, these two depths, Quite literally. 3 suns, what a sight. What have you decided to call this place?
Hell.
Really? It's not that hot.
Not the heat. Just wait.
Phobia.
Phobia. Well, better name than hell. This have to do with the specimen you described?
Yes.
Well, how bad could it be, really?
Very. We have no idea when they might show up next. The sooner we get to 8...
Couldn't have said it better myself. You still have those coordinates, Douglas? Good. Get your team moving. We're hours away from fresh discoveries, people. Invigorating, is it not? Maybe I've still got the knack for field work after all. Let's go, people.
Lizzie.
Cass.
Don't take this personally.
Oh boy, that means it's very personal.
How do you put up with his lame ass more than Silas?
I don't put up with Beckett, Cass. I pretend. I say the nice words and he goes away. Doesn't work on the linguist. He just gets friendlier.
If I pretend to be nice, he'll go away.
Obviously. Beckett doesn't want to be anyone's friend. He's like every other stuffed shirt bureaucrat out there.
Is that true, Alyx?
She's got a point, I think. Just remember, Lizzie, one of them actually cares about you. But you both could be less prickly around people in general.
I'll think about it. Okay, I thought about it. Nah.
Maybe if we...
When we find him?
Yeah, after we find him.
Yeah, there you go.
Here we are. And there's the missing stone. How odd they keep showing up. Whoever's down there must really want us to press forward. Let's not keep them waiting, shall we? It'd be a shame if it's not one of maybe 3 things we've found here. What do we have?
Some berries, a wide variety of colored sand, plant samples, and some of this goo the locusts make in the tunnels.
Let's hope it's not the goo.
Why?
Because then it's present on both sides.
Ah, right. Still, would be nice to not have to go looking around for more random paraphernalia. I'm sure we can deal with these locusts if they do show up.
Sure you can.
Hooray. Boo.
Good sign?
It's open.
Hey, wait up!
Silas! Si! We're here!
Fuck. Keep going. Too soon. What is this place?
It's
huge.
Empty.
Scary.
I can't even tell what I'm looking at. Are those tree trunks or pillars?
The ground, the walls. It's blurry. Changing.
Changing? I don't think. Stay close, everyone.
Don't have to tell me twice.
Got anything?
No visual.
The hells?
Sounded like an echo? Far.
Maybe you can make sense of this place, Alyx. Let's try not to stir up any...
Silas! Silas!
Damn you, we can't keep shouting like that!
Cassius, please! He's not here!
He's got to be here. He wouldn't leave.
Stop endangering the team!
Shush! Shush! A voice.
It's him! Silas! I'm here! We're coming!
Wait, don't. Something's
Cassius!
off.
Crazy bastard.
Figures. We should follow.
Why on earth should we do that?
This is how we make all our discoveries. Following them when they go haywire like this.
Out of respect for the dead, I'll avoid making the obvious derogatory comments. Lead the way.
Come on, Alyx.
Not right. Something's not right.
You have heard the account of that place, and heard my warning, keepers after me. Do not seek only your desires, nor leave room for the gods to interpret your will. Now, in this second tale, I tell you, do not give way or change your course too widely. The sun beat upon us, and we had no sleep, for a terrible foe emerged, a great host and a scourge, and took or led many away. The lands which could bear us were too small, and so we yearned for another place. Another Nabokkutul, another Pilsu, another part of myself lost forever. Guard yourselves, keepers, for ever the gods seek that which is dearest to you. Alas, meat are their goods, for what you give shall be recompensed in a fashion to their liking. This I learned, to my everlasting sorrow. Glad am I that these days shall be short in number. In that next world, I wished for us to have a little shade and for more water to drink. I wished also that we might have friends, a people who might assist us and whom we might join with, who also had dealings with Ivara, for I began to see the foolishness in thinking we could survive on our own. I wished for lights to guide us, thinking I could prevent the dark from overtaking us. And Ivara fulfilled every last degree, to my shame and to the deaths of many. This is the warning of my second tale. Do not let your previous troubles alter your course too harshly, with too great a measure. The sun addled me, and the scourge made me afraid, and that wish brought us to a place where our people were carried away and transformed. The lights did guide us, but oh, how terrible was the water, and worse still the people of that place. In that world we did not linger long, except to make a great light to beckon to those lost, hoping we may find them again. Through our pain, the clever eased our burden, taking what scraps were offered as gifts and crafting shelters and servants for us. Oh, how the clever carry us aloft. We scorn you, and yet know that I have seen your works. Heavy is the burden, and thankless the labor for ones bereft of their god. Ever was Ivara with us, but the other god's voice would not be heard. We offered shelter and safety, and returned death and hardship. It is no wonder they tire of our alliance, and the keepers and the clever are even now at each other's throats like dogs. Beware, my blessed one. It is not good that ones who speak to a god should be considered privileged. Rather, it is they whom gods do not deign to notice that should be counted blessed. Translator's note. I've heard of these clever before, and always assumed them to be specialized laborers. It seems I was partially correct, but their work was augmented by service to another one of these pantheon gods. I'm in no position to leave this out of the translation any longer, seeing I have made a deal with the Sivara myself, so I should note here that it is one of the two warring gods which the clever are affiliated with. Seems to have been the loser in the god conflict as well. The one who went silent afterwards. Where have I seen these before? These side questions can wait. Resuming translation.
Knock knock. Lunchtime.
In just a moment, I suppose.
Hey, big improvement today. You don't look like the world's about to end.
Is it odd that I'm becoming conditioned to these tales of horror and woe? Every new chapter from here on out, it's like, why yes, of course, I know just how horrid that place is. I was there. Just like the other one. And the other one, too. I don't have to imagine being Jonah. I was in the whale not that long ago.
When you put it like that, really drives the point home. Nobody will speak of those places here, to be sure. Here you go.
I'm not very hungry.
Come on. Grab something for later then. And I won't have to drag it all back when you've worked up an appetite.
Thank you.
Mind some company?
Oh, not at all. Might be helpful to focus on something other than this faded text.
So, are they beautiful, these worlds? The depths, I think you called them?
Stunningly.
Not just death traps, then.
Oh, that too. It's like... Have you ever wondered what the world would be like if dinosaurs still existed.
I have the thought at least once a week.
It's like that. There are much bigger, meaner threats out there, and our field notes were a very impromptu affair. Like, a bear on Earth could kill me, easily. But I know a lot about bears, more than I should, never having seen one. I've never had a reason to be even close to one. But out there, we walked into more nesting areas than I care to admit, and we're never the wiser.
Well, pardon the question then, but why'd you do it? I mean you in particular. Clearly you have the knack for dusty old tomes. I can't imagine you asking for the awful shape you landed here in.
Would to all the powers that be that I had a better answer than the power of curiosity. Well, that's not entirely true. I thought I would be seeing all the worlds from afar, but then Vincula brought in a team they'd hired just for this. Odd bunch, I thought, but we got along. And after I finished protesting, because I did protest initially, mind you, we did find a few moments where a translator was in great need.
You found more language samples?
A whole sentient species at one point.
Really?
Yes, indeed. A humanoid insect species.
Were they dangerous?
I mean, yes, but we got along very well, actually. They might be considered primitive, but they accepted us as their own after a few trials of initiation. Very friendly, once you get to know them.
You are quite pulling my leg now.
That was Depth 4. They're called the Alka. But they were something of a rarity. Most of the time, we were dealing with less sapient threats. What I wouldn't fault you for calling monsters.
But you went through 7 of these. What sort of team did you have? Full combat gear, boots on the ground sort of thing, or...?
When it was just us, we had 4 people with guns, and then 4 more of us were scientists.
Just 8 people?
Initially. When Beckett took over, many more breacher teams were added. We went from the breachers to Alpha Team, one of many.
Oh, that makes sense. You specialised and expanded.
Yes.
I had heard the old dog's nothing if not ruthlessly efficient.
You've had many run-ins with Beckett?
Me? Oh, no. He is notorious in our operation, though. My predecessor left me quite a bit of information about him.
Predecessor? Retired?
Gone. You don't join the upper echelons like this, unless you're too old or dead. Your options are staying here forever, or... a rough job, is all. But essential. That's why I took it.
I am sorry. Was it Beckett? Is he that dangerous?
All right, nosy Parker. Sticking our nose in again, are we?
Sorry.
But yes. Yes, he is. Whatever he may have told you was nothing more than the handed-down words of Richardson. And he has not shown any inclination towards empathetic feelings of any kind.
The goal is all that matters.
Oh, I see you must have conferred with him often then.
Alpha kept its place as the pathfinding team. We found new breaches, opened them, and performed initial exploration. Beckett made it abundantly clear we were the most important team. That made us very suspicious.
I had gathered from your previous recordings that you saw yourselves as moles, more or less.
We thought so.
Really had everyone fooled. Still, bravo for being willing to try, even if you thought it was your American government in charge.
Feels hollow, like we didn't accomplish much.
But, wait, you said there were 8 of you? It didn't sound like that many.
The depths have not been kind. Of the original group, there's only 4 of us left.
Good lord.
Maybe 4 of us left.
I am firm in my belief that your teammates are still alive.
How could you possibly...
Because I had to pore over every second of those audio files you had. I could hear it in your voices. There's no doubt you've all been to hell and back, but there's some real spunk on that team. The kind of attitude and camaraderie that has pulled others out of the worst situations imaginable.
Wait, you listened to all?
Yes, team cheerleader. Though you are a god-awful one. You were correct.
I would argue, but...
And the one you're in love with is Cassius, right?
Yes. Yes, that's right.
Real plucky one, and no mistake. Nico was convinced that the whole "I'm a grumpy, contrary little eco-terrorist, grrr," was some kind of act or, like, over the top. But then I went poking around to see if it was that Cassius.
That Cassius?
The Thatcher Cassius? Although I won't be saying that name again. What an awful patriarch. But no, that Cassius has been an absolute maverick. Such rows they caused, over and over, bearing the banner of some good cause or other. Some of the antics are hilarious. Oh God, you must tell me the details about the Barnaby Hampton incident. That poor blighter spent a fortune trying to cover everything up.
I don't know that one. Didn't have a chance to ask, or it never came up. I don't know a lot about the news or pop culture. Cassius was a stranger to me when we met, but that does sound like them. That sounds very much like them. I will have to ask, just as soon as...
Nico thinks I'm too naive for this job sometimes. But that being said, I just want you to know, I think they'll make it. And, for what it's worth, I'll do what I can to pull from my end. I'm convinced you meant well. And Nico says that doesn't mean anything, but I like to believe it does. Even if it must come to... violence. I hope we can get your poor friends out of there in one piece. Oh dear, I've quite talked the day away. Someone's going to wonder why lunch is taking so long. Right. You try to get something down now. You might be a terrible cheerleader, but that team's going to need you before long. Bulk up while you can. Laters!
The hardest thing I have to do is try and get better. Despite everything, then I'll give it my best shot. Is this a bacon sandwich? And this one's beans. Am I in the U? No. No more theories. I've got enough people wanting me killed for what I know, so I know positively nothing. I don't care one bit. Nope. Nuh-uh.
Cass has found something. Finally.
So much space and nowhere to actually go. Where's his voice coming from? The walls?
Above us? Somewhere in that void, but how do we get up there?
Not above. Around. I don't know how.
Here, over here. Come on, hurry.
It looks like a way up.
A hill?
A staircase?
Stairs? There aren't any steps.
My eyes work just fine, and I can see steps plain as day.
It's wrong. It's all wrong.
Wrong?
I'm going up. His voice is coming from up there, I'm sure of it.
Stop being so hasty. We've barely started exploring. Who knows what could be waiting for us?
I'm not leaving. If he's up there, it's probably safer than down here. He might be trying to avoid predators we haven't seen.
What do you think, Alpha Lead?
I hate leaving the breach's line of sight, but no other reason he'd leave the breach, and no other clues to go on.
Very well. Carry on. Theta, watch our 6.
Silas! Can you hear me yet? We're on our way!
Cass. What are we walking on?
Grass?
What?
Well, some kind of plant. It looks like grass.
Cass, it's a dirt hill. There's no plants anywhere.
How are you not seeing this? Look.
That's impossible. No, you look.
What the fuck is going on?
This world's messing with us. I feel like we can't perceive it, not in the way that it actually is. Alyx?
It's wrong.
Yes, you keep saying that, but what do you mean? Can you elaborate?
I don't have the words for it. I barely understand how my senses work anymore.
Then let me ask you this. Are you sure that's Silas's voice?
Positive.
I'm asking her.
Yes, but it's off. It's not the voice itself. It's just not behaving like it should. The shape of it.
The shape?
I can't explain. I wish I could. I'm trying.
Don't sweat it, Alyx. We can figure things out after we find Silas.
We might need to do that before.
Eyes up. Watch for ambush.
How are we supposed to do that when we can't trust what we see?
Can you please stop overthinking and focus?
Oh, now Beckett's got a point. I'm trying to... Forget it. I'm paying attention.
Silas! Silas!
Where are we now?
It looks identical to what's below us.
Something's changed. But what?
The voice. It's not getting closer.
He has to be.
No. I figured it out. It's not closer. It's not farther. It's exactly the same distance. It's leading us.
Why would...
Cass, for fuck's sake, think. We've encountered plenty to know by now. That's not him. Something's imitating him.
Shit. We've walked into a trap.
But it's him. It sounds exactly like him. How?
I don't know. We never know. These worlds are beyond us. This was a mistake.
It's not you. It's not you after all. I knew it.
It's gone.
We need to get out of here.
Wait.
What are you doing?
We have to know what...
Wet?
Flesh. It's... flesh.
Go!
Move out! Back to the breach!
Ah! Something spot me!
I got you! Can't get you out!
Let me go! I'm free!
Move!
I see the breach! Follow me!
What are you doing, soldier? We're inside the beast! There's nothing to shoot! Hold your fire! Hold your fire! Keep running!
The world is shifting! The breach is moving!
Run! We're gonna make it!
We're not gonna make it!
Lizzie! Lizzie, no!
No! I don't want to die!
Before I begin this segment, I checked ahead and confirmed that, tucked in between these stories, these warnings for future keepers to abide by, are a series of lists. I've seen things just like this in the latter half. It appears the keepers went through a list of ingredients as part of the Nabalkutul process and discarded most, but used a select few. Upsettingly, the ingredient for access to Depth 8 has Akkadian that can mean something like tree sap. Upsetting because sap sounds like the substance found at the Katars on 7. Suffice to say, it is not a far reach for me to imagine that my team encountered something precisely like that in the course of our travels, and thus will soon have access to Depth 8, or will be able to do so easily, if they are rescued, or if they're crazy enough to go looking for me. A sobering thought I've had. That's not all. There are 2 terribly specific careers associated with this pest, which the current author ascribes to them. The Akkadian words are, forgive my pronunciation, Mupasir Sunati and Sa-Iltu. The first means an interpreter of dreams. The second was a diviner, usually female, but I think they were trying to point us in the direction of a clairvoyant, someone who could read thoughts, as opposed to determining the future. This, paired with my own experience, leads me to a disconcerting realization. The creatures which inhabit both Depth 7 and 8 are mind readers. How they do so, I have no idea, but with that in mind, I still can hardly fathom what it means when they describe Depth 8's construction, or perhaps finding, as being too broad. But if the locusts on Depth 7 were truly tapping into our memories, that bodes very ill for 8. And why use it at all? We've already discovered that each ingredient exists on both depths, where the connecting breach requires it. So why guarantee that such a terrifying creature will appear again? What I'm saying is, what is a Nabalkutul? Why are the sacrificial ingredients so important? Where do they go when we put them on a linkstone? Why do the worlds go where they do? What does anything mean? Apologies. Perhaps the answer is right around the proverbial corner. But the worry burrowing into the pit of my stomach has been distracting, to say the least. Beginning translation. Now, at the last, Ivara has brought our people to this paradise, which we name Azratu. In this third tale, Keepers After Me, I cannot speak much, not because of any failing, nor because I wish to preserve my life by storing away secrets to myself, but because they are lost. What I must tell you is this. Ivara honors sacrifice. The greater the wish, the greater the offering, the greater the gift. Strange are the habits of the Waygiver. They are like unto the ocean, calm, raging, fathomless in turn. Cast your goods into it and be rewarded. Cast your goods into it and be denied. Cast your goods into it and perish. The other keepers think me a liar, but I tell you truly, were the secrets revealed to me, I should tell you all. But Ivara cannot ever be fully known to us. It is foolishness to try. And yet, we must, and so we did. These 3 journeys of mine, nay, 4 journeys hence. For even if my master's work was for naught, and led us into darkness and death, I say to you, we should not have any who survive unto this day without their sacrifice. I have but a few words to leave you until you put my name from you forever. Little remains of my master, but the... Finley? Oh, Nico, you're back.
Surprised?
That was fast, is all. You did say it would be a short trip, I suppose.
Report.
Right. In summary, Depth 8 won't stay closed for long if Yanis finds it. I believe my team already encountered what was necessary for traversal.
Damn.
Depth 8, however, is by far the most lethal environment encountered by the Asratu.
The Asratu?
The name we had given to the people who came out of the breaches, whoever they were.
Really now? Amusing.
How so?
Irrelevant for now. Continue.
All right. As you confirmed, Depth 9 is the homeworld. It was the site of a great god conflict. 2 gods pitted against each other for supremacy, taking a great toll on the populace, and finally, one emerged the victor. That victorious god and its forces, I presume, hunted down the remaining Pantheon worshippers. The survivors who made the breaches served Ivara in particular.
Who you spoke to?
Yes.
Have you ever had contact with or found any inklings about these other gods?
Well, I'm stumped. Here. The authors refused to translate the original sigils into Akkadian, or even find approximations. I only have the sigils themselves to go off of, and no idea of their phonetic structure, or... I think I have seen them before elsewhere, but I can't for the life of me remember where. Why are you laughing?
A moment, Silas. Go ahead, Lief.
My turn, eh?
Where's Nico going?
You enjoy lying to us?
Lying? I haven't lied to you.
Sure.
I haven't.
Then why are you shaking in your boots?
Fairly normal reaction to a gun pointed at my face.
Then now's the time for honesty.
I've done my best.
But you thought you could slip one past us.
I've done nothing of the sort. I have told you the truth.
Do you think there aren't any consequences? That we were just kidding about the whole staying your execution thing, maybe? Your life is in our hands. And as far as I'm concerned, that's a tiny price to pay against what we've been through. What could still happen to us. So what's your problem? Got nothing to lose?
My partner is down there. I would do anything to get them out. If there is some translation error, I will fix it. But I have told you nothing except the truth. I swear it.
All right. I believe you.
What just happened?
Well, was I right? Passed with flying colours?
Yeah, unfortunately. Think the little bastard's telling the truth.
I told you. Nobody gets stuff past me. And they definitely don't get anything past you, big boy.
Look, take your damn drink money and quit harping about it, alright?
What?
Are you both satisfied?
Yeah.
Certainly.
What the fuck?
Congratulations, Silas. You have earned the trust of my 2 lieutenants.
Hey now, trust's a strong word. I just think he's above board.
No small feat. So I think reintroductions might be in order. Lief is head of security, yes, which would include your summary execution, should you cross us. They wanted a chance to test you, just like Finley did.
Test? Finley?
And Finley is my spy master. They've been checking everything you've told us against records, both public and private. And I'm pleased to see you are behaving.
Apologies, again, about the cloak and dagger business. But as you can see, it is my job. And, by your slack-jawed expression, I do it very well. Did he have to know all of that, Nico?
Oh, yes. Because our operation is coming together, and I need to impress upon Silas here that despite everything, the lives of his team, as well as his own, now hinge upon its successful execution. We are going to take Janus apart, Silas. And you are going to help us do it. The breaches must stay closed. Help us, and you might be able to walk away from all this. But do you understand, thoroughly, that you are the first one to go if anything goes wrong?
Yes. I understand.
And even after this is all over, even assuming we achieve the most total victory over our enemies, you know far, far too much. I don't care that you've been helpful, or even, dare I say the word, necessary, at times, to keep around. I will not hesitate to have you destroyed at any point in the future. These secrets die with you, whether that's in 5 minutes or 50 years. Are we clear?
All I care about is saving my team. You have my word.
Good. Then with that...
What's that?
Open it. Come now. You've already passed today's test. It's not going to hurt you.
A board game?
A very ancient one, yes.
Bagala.
Well, I've certainly not heard it called that before, but you seem to recognize it.
We found something just like it. Notches and glass beads on a grid. And the icons!
Not a perfect match, you can see, but it was close enough I thought it might help you.
That's where I've seen them. They're so different, yes, but they're so close. I knew their names all along. Arub taught them to me. That's what they were. They were gods, of course. I've been an idiot.
Arub?
A village elder we met.
Ah, of the Alka, was it? Finley has told me everything.
Yes.
Well, good to see they are keeping our traditions alive. I wonder if they play the game the same way as our ancestors taught them.
What?
Next phase. Finish your work, Silas.
But...
Finley with me. You're in charge, Lief.
Bye, Silas. We'll talk more soon. I promise it's all for the best. Bye, love you.
Better get busy, nerd. I'm tired and getting a proper sleep. Ciao.
Ancestors?
Ancestors? What the fuck? All right, enough with the bits and pieces. I'm getting to the truth right now.
Syntax is a podcast by Twin Strangers Productions and is licensed under an Attribution Share-alike 4.0 international license. Today's episode was directed and produced by Rowan Odom and written by Ty Vaughn. Silas Caldwell is played by Ty Vaughn. Cassius Thatcher is played by Sage Phung. Elizabeth Bellanger is played by Morgie B. Alyx Yard is played by Jules Christine. Steve Beckett is played by Joe Cliff Thompson. Nico Weber is played by Ray Witte. Finley Adams is played by Asher Amor-Train. Lief Hanson is played by Elijah Harper. Additional voices provided by Alejandro Pedroza, Clay Clark. Find out more about the show on syntaxpodcast.com. Link in the description. If you enjoyed this episode, rate us on your favorite listening platform. It helps us out tremendously. Know the depths, wish for more.
Starting a business can be overwhelming. You're juggling multiple roles: designer, marketer, logistics manager, all while bringing your vision to life. But for millions of businesses, Shopify is the ultimate partner. Shopify is the commerce platform behind millions of businesses around the world. And 10% of all e-commerce in the U.S., from household names like Mattel and Gymshark to brands just getting started. Build a stunning online store with Shopify's ready-to-use templates. Boost content with AI-powered product descriptions, page headlines, and enhanced photography. Marketing is easy with built-in tools for email and social media campaigns. Plus, Shopify simplifies everything from inventory to shipping and returns. If you're ready to sell, you're ready for Shopify. Turn your big business idea into with Shopify on your side. Sign up for your $1 per month trial today at shopify.com/try. Go to shopify.com/try. Shopify.com/try.
Acast powers the world's best podcasts. Here's a show that we recommend.
Hey everybody, I'm Naomi Ekperigan.
And I'm Andy Beckerman.
We're a real-life couple and a real-life couple of comedians. And we're the hosts of the podcast Couples Therapy.
We're the only comedy relationship podcast ever. Yeah, I said it. And we're so good, we've been written up in both the New York Times and we made Grindr's list of top podcasts.
Yes, we're giving you that high-low appeal. Trust. On the show, we talk to guests like Bob the Drag Queen, Angelica Ross,
Bowen Yang, Janelle James, Danny Pudi, Darcy Carden, Paul F. Tompkins,
and more. All about love, mental health, and everything in between. And we answer your relationship questions. We are two unlicensed comedians just trying to help you out.
So open your hearts, loosen your butts, because we got a lot of laughs
and a lot of real talk just for you.
Download Couples Therapy wherever you get your podcasts.
Acast helps creators launch, grow, and monetize their podcasts everywhere. Acast.com.